Tuesday's chase started off pretty slow. It was the outlook was looking like everywhere north, sort of north of the Fraser River, out towards Coquitlam, Maple Ridge, would get. It was predicting about 20 to 30 centimeters of snow, and for this area, that is quite a lot, and that would wreak havoc on the system. So things started out pretty slow. I immediately, after leaving, as I was trying to leave Pitt Meadows, immediately ran into a train twice. The first time I, decided, okay, I've had enough of this. So I made the U-turn, pulled the U-turn, went back down the road. Thought I could beat it if I went down the other way, and it turns out that I didn't. So we were stuck there for a good 20 minutes until it moved out of the way. Then we were finally on our way, but not for long, not for very long. Yeah, as we were moving up onto the bridge deck, as I was coming onto the on ramp here, traffic was really slow. Of course, there were several vehicles spun out, so I pulled off to the side. There was one white sedan in front of me, and threw their hazards on, and wasn't entirely sure what they were doing. Didn't know if they were stuck as well, so just giving them as much space as I could. And eventually, I figured something told me like, okay, no, they're fine. So I pulled up around them, headed up to the van that was spun out, trying to get out, and you could tell like they were backing up, trying to go forward. They were stuck. And of course, it wasn't helping that there was oncoming traffic that was blocking them. So eventually, I pulled up, got out, and went up and said, hey, um, would it help if we blocked off the other lane? So we did that. We blocked off the other lane and got him out of there. Now, the one white car on the left that I had mentioned earlier, they actually had stopped to help as well. And so when I went across to stop traffic, they pulled up. She pulled up and just rolled down her window and asked, like, "Hey, like, how can I help?" And I explained, like, "Okay, we're gonna stop this lane of traffic. We're gonna get this van out of the way, get traffic moving, and then follow it down the ramp there." And so she pulled off. I got out and helped, and it was a pretty quick process actually.
And President Joe Biden's desk.
Now the driver of the white car up there, her and I had talked and decided that we were going to follow the white van down the ramp, just make sure they got out safely. But we actually ended up coming across another stuck pickup truck that had a family in it. So we stopped, made sure they were okay. They had food, they had water, they had enough gas, they had heat. They had called a tow truck. It was probably going to take several hours for them to arrive because of just how backed up it was. But offered to tow them out, but just the position that they were at and the slope of the ramp there, we elected not to. It'd be safer not to risk it.
Backing up from the old long 91 all the way to the Oak Street Bridge is lined up. Queensburg down to the northwest from Burnaby, heavy delays with the Pastello, heavy on King George, all around.
I guess it is kind of a self-explanatory. I think having an extra hand
people taking it slower, you're losing extra following distance, and you're having taillights around, of course.
I'm gonna put some vote.
You can let us know on the phone, star 1130. We're also on Twitter for your tweets.
Now you can't really see or hear this exchange because I had the radio on. Of course, we're around the back of the car at this point. But essentially, what we sort of discussed here was we considered like, okay, the position they're at, the slope of the ramp here, plus considering the risks. They had kids. Did we want to take the risk of anything happening with the kids in the car? No, we didn't. So essentially just decided, okay, uh, we'll wait for the crews to get here. Again, we checked to make sure, they had food, they had water, they had gas.
30 years in BC with 2 locations. In Vancouver and Broward in Burnside, and now in Richmond on Elder Bridge near Number 3 Road.
And so sort of with that, we went and explained, our decision to the family in the truck. And but with that, we went our separate ways, and I continued on. And very grateful for the kindness of that one driver there. Really helped out, with directing traffic around the stalled vehicles, and yeah, I really appreciate it. It's nice to see.
Hey, I just came down just to see if the road was closed. I'm gonna go back up there and gonna direct traffic around to the left here, okay? Yeah. You know what? I have been out for a few hours trying to help out, so I would really appreciate that. Oh, yeah, that's important. Thanks. Heavy. This is a hill here. It's very steep. They're stopping people from heading down here. The one guy with a flare uphill is stopping traffic, and several vehicles have just kind of went into people's lawns around here. And police is blocking the road further down. No, I think like the worst, the snowfall is supposed to come in like a few hours. It's a very steep hill here. Few vehicles kind of strewn all over.
Turn left to stay on 132nd Street. In 50 meters at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on 1. Head northeast on 132nd Street diversion toward King George Boulevard, British Columbia 99 alternate south.
You guys need some help? You guys need help?
Turn left.
Yeah, I've got a shovel in the back here. Let me come around. Are you trying to find the train station? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so at this point I've kind of decided that there is not much that I can do. I am going to head home and sort of let the evening play out. I've helped quite a few people get unstranded, but unfortunately it is now time for me to make my way home, and also my fuel gauge is agreeing with me. So yeah, it's a hectic night. We've had about, say, just eyeballing it, maybe about 10 centimeters of snowfall already. It's snow started falling about 4 hours ago. Should be a fun drive home. You know, it's crazy, I was down here just earlier and I pulled a U-turn because I couldn't get past the train, and now look at it. Jeez. Got maybe definitely a few inches of snow on the ground. Maybe 4 or 5. Oh boy, it's been quite the night. It's 10 p.m. now. I want dinner. I want to eat.